Hello, this is Kate from anybulldog.com. Today we are going to go over best feeding practices for our bulldogs and what bulldogs can and cannot eat. So let's start with the basics. Basic dog food. We feed Daisy lamb meal and rice. Those are the first two ingredients on the dog food that we buy for her. We have found that this just works for Daisy and she enjoys it and it helps her not be so gassy, because we all know that bulldogs are a little bit gassy, right? So some things you should look for in bulldog food is first protein. Bulldogs should eat 2 grams of protein for every pound that they weigh. So if you have a bulldog who is between 40 and 45 pounds, they should be eating 80 to 90 grams of protein per day. The other thing you should look for in your bulldog food is carbohydrates, a good source. Like I said, rice is great. It's a good source of energy and it just helps their overall health. Vitamins and minerals as well. Those should fall in line in the bulldog food that you buy. And fat. I know bulldogs are fat in general, but they're not on a keto diet, okay? They should be having a proper amount of fat in their food. This helps their nervous system, it helps their energy, it helps them have healthy skin and a good coat of fur. So those are some things that you want to look for in your bulldog food. Next is water. Obviously, bulldogs need water, just like all of us. Bulldogs should drink a half an ounce of water to an ounce of water for every pound that they weigh. So a 40-pound bulldog should be drinking between 20 and 40 ounces of water a day. And they really self-regulate. I just fill up Daisy's dish when it's empty, and it's empty a couple times a day. So I don't even worry about it. Just something to watch for. Okay, let's move on to how often a bulldog should eat. And this will depend on their age. Puppies should eat 4 times a day, smaller meals, and by the time they're 1 year old, your bulldog should really just be eating 2 times a day and divided into 2 meals. So how much should you be feeding your bulldog? That will depend on their weight. There are always charts on the back of bulldog food, on the bag of the bulldog food, or you can talk to your veterinarian if you think your bulldog, it might be underweight or overweight, and they'll help you kind of determine a proper amount to feed your bulldog. I will tell you that Daisy is between 40 and 45 pounds, and we feed her 2 cups a day, 1 cup of food in the morning and 1 cup of food at night. So those are just the basic things. Now let's get into kind of more of the fun things. It's always fun to sneak a table treat, right? But some things aren't so healthy. I have found a list of commonly asked questions of things that bulldogs can and cannot eat, and so I'm going to go over a few of those. So first, let's start with drinks. The first question is, can bulldogs drink Gatorade? And my answer is yes. Bulldogs can drink Gatorade, especially if they're dehydrated. This will help. I wouldn't make it like an everyday thing, but if it's hot and you feel like they need a little bit of a pick-me-up, do 50% Gatorade, 50% water, and they'll love it, and it'll help their hydration. Can bulldogs drink milk? And my answer for this is no. I would just avoid dairy. A lot of bulldogs are lactose intolerant, and it can lead to some gastrointestinal issues and lots of gas, mostly just lots of gas. So if you don't want to smell it, just skip the milk. Okay, let's get into some fruit. The first one is, can bulldogs eat bananas? And my answer is yes, they can eat bananas. Not all bulldogs like bananas, but if your bulldog likes bananas, throw them half a banana. They are high in sugar, something to be aware of, but bulldogs can eat bananas. The second is strawberries. Yes, bulldogs can eat strawberries. You can even feed them the green top of strawberries, the whole thing. Third, can bulldogs eat apples? Yes. Daisy loves apples. Apples are one of her favorite treats. We have a compost in our backyard, and she will steal whole apples that I've thrown out there. As a side note, the seeds are a carcinogen, and while eating a whole apple here and there won't hurt her, I wouldn't make it an everyday practice, and apples do make her gassy. So I try to just throw her a slice every once in a while, and she's thrilled every time she gets an apple. I'm gonna touch back on cheese. I said don't feed your dog dairy, but Daisy loves cheese, and most bulldogs do love cheese, just like Daisy. Daisy especially loves string cheese. This can be good as a training treat, but again, bulldogs are lactose intolerant, so I would just limit it. This is a real treat, okay? And carrots. Bulldogs like carrots too. Daisy doesn't eat these all the time. She'll take one or two here and there, not every day, but if I throw her a carrot, she'll eat it, but it's not like a special treat for her. Let's move on to some table foods that bulldogs should not eat at all. The first is raisins and grapes. These are toxic to bulldogs. I'm not quite exactly sure why, but you will notice vomiting, diarrhea, they will have seizures. I would avoid those. Also onions. Onions are not good for bulldogs. I would avoid those too. Chocolate and caffeine is another big one. Those are highly toxic to dogs, so keep those away. In fact, I had to stop buying my favorite cereal, Cocoa Dino Bites, because my kids always spill it. And here comes Daisy. She hears food on the floor, comes running, and she licks it up faster than we can clean it up. So yeah, no chocolate for bulldogs, no caffeine for bulldogs, coffee, any of that. Don't give it to your bulldog. Also, another surprising one is kale. Bulldogs can't eat kale. That's as healthy as it is for humans. Bulldogs don't digest that very well, and it is toxic to them. So no kale. Another fun treat. This is one that bulldogs can have. This is peanut butter. Do you remember the old Got Milk commercials? Or maybe I'm just aging myself, where the little boy would feed his dog a spoonful of peanut butter and the dog would be looking up like, got milk? So I'm gonna bring Daisy in here and we're gonna feed her some treats. So here's Daisy. She always wants a belly rub, no matter what I do. You'll have to excuse her tear stains. It's spring here, there's pollen in the air, and it makes her eyes water especially. And she's getting a bath tonight, huh, Daisy? Also not a fan of the bath. Okay, Daisy. Daisy up. Daisy up. Ready? Oh. Okay, she's gonna stand really close to me. You'll have to excuse my belly. I am 37 weeks pregnant. So, Daisy, sit. Oh, sit. No. Down, Daisy. Okay, I'm gonna start with an apple. Sit, Daisy. Sit. Sit, Daisy. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed it. But she loves apples. She loves apples. All right, Miss Daisy, here's another one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, got it that time. Okay, I don't think I've ever given Daisy a banana before, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if she likes it. See how much Daisy loves those apples? Okay, you ready? Set. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. All right, liked the banana. Here's a carrot. You ready? 1, 2, 3. So now I have a piece of string cheese, and this is Daisy's favorite. She's waiting so patiently. She will be knocked out asleep in another room, and she'll hear the string cheese open, and she will come running. Oh, good catch, Daisy. Good catch. And for our last little snack, we will have peanut butter. All right, Miss Daisy. We're going to have some peanut butter. What do you think? I've never given Daisy peanut butter before, but she seems to enjoy it. All right, so that is it for our guide on what Bulldogs can and cannot eat and best practices. We have even more on our website. The article is called The Ultimate Guide to What Bulldogs Can and Cannot Eat. Check that out there, and like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.